Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage, and welcome back to Community Fridays. This week we have another deck from Joker. I love how he titles some of his stuff and just builds interesting stuff like this. Boring Macross, boo. I'm just like, no, Macross looks like it's really fun. I just don't want to invest into another premium booster right now. I'm already picking up P3 as it is. But he has some very interesting cards in here that I kind of wanted to show this deck off for. For one, for anyone who knows Macross, you're probably used to the Venus Link, like, double event shenanigans, and every climax counts as every other climax that's in your waiting room type thing. This doesn't do that. That immediately got my interest and went, okay, let's take a look at this. He has one particular combo I remember seeing in here that I'm like, yes, I love this combo. But we're going to take a look at all of them today. So, as you can see, also, there's 5 different climaxes in here. I will try to keep track of them as best I can. Alright, so we only have 6 level 3s for this, but they matter. We do also have the Hayate. This is actually going to matter for this particular level 3, so just keep that in the back of your mind as we're talking about this. I remember a lot of these card effects. I don't remember all of them, so let's dive in. We have a 3/2 10k. To sing is to live, Freya and Hayate. When this attacks, if a live Song of Prayer is in your climax area, choose one of the following effects and perform it. Before we go into each of the individual effects, let me make certain. A live Song of Prayer is this particular one right here. Does this also count? No, this is, okay, so he has 3. It's just 2 different arts. So he has 3 copies. I thought it was 5. I thought it was 2 different ones. I'm sorry. 3 different copies of Song of Prayer. Just one is a different art than the other 2. So we have Cosmic Movement. This is also Cosmic Movement. Okay. So it's 3 different climaxes, but multiple rarities. Sorry, I thought it was 5 different cards. I mean, can you blame me? It's all good, but so we do have 3 copies of this one, of the climax for this particular one. So the choose one of the following effects and perform it. Draw 1 card and heal 1. Or your opponent chooses 2 climaxes in their waiting room, return all cards except those cards from their waiting room to their deck, shuffle their deck, and this card gets 5,000 power till end of turn. So you get to Fumio them. It's just really strong. And then this gets huge. Or deal 2 damage to your opponent. So this is going to matter in a little bit once we get to the Hayate, but just keep that in the back of your mind. 2 copies of Super Dimension Witch Machina. I see all these names and I think like Hyper Dimension Neptunia, and I know that's like no relation to this whatsoever. So 3/2/8/5 can early play if you have 4 or more music or pilot characters. When this is placed on stage from hand, heal 1. Place on stage from hand, if you have another music or pilot character, this gets 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. Just usual early play, healer drop shenanigans. Very nice. This is the one I wanted to talk about. This is so fun. Music is Darkness, Yami Mikumo. It's a 2/2 red with only 1 soul. I just pointing that out here. When Diva in Abyss is placed on your climax area, if this is in your center stage and you have another music character, you may put all players' characters except this card into their waiting rooms. If you do, this card gets the following ability till end of turn. Up to 1 time per turn, when damage dealt by this is cancelled, you may deal 3 damage to your opponent. This combos with a +2 soul. Yeah, so Diva in Abyss is a +2 soul, and just to go ahead and point something out, the whole event package wouldn't work with this anyway, because all of the stuff that, the event that makes it so all of your climaxes count as their own separate names, have this little thing right here, and apologies, I can only zoom in but so much. Super Dimension Venus has to be on the climax, and as you can see, over on the salvage, it has the same thing, right? That's not the case here with the +2 soul. So, you wouldn't be able to do the event shenanigans anyway with this, so there's no point in running it to just make 2 of your climaxes count as the same. In fact, per this specific effect, which I know Joker probably heard me talk about how this just tickles my fancy, I just really love this effect. The footnote that he put for me up here when he posted the deck list says, for the homies that hate Ainz and Muron, but also want to play Symphogear in English. Like, not inaccurate, my dude. I love that. So, I just really love this combo. I would love to make a deck based off of, like, being able to pull this off. But, alas, I am not doing that today here. Moving on, we have Violet Noble. It's not like I said violent. She could be violent when she goes to her dark form. Mikumo. It's a 2/1/5K. Placed on stage from hand, you can discard a card to salvage back a music or pilot character. Waiting room. Always good. And then you could sack this to bounce one of your opponent's characters back to their hand. This is just a very, very good piece of utility. Every Macross deck should be running at least one copy. And you do have no standby in here to be able to summon it, so you do have to, like, hard draw it, but still a very good card. We have a 2500 backup. We are going to Freya. It's the anti-change. Pay to sack a character and send a character, your opponent's character with a level higher than their level, into their waiting room. So, really good there. All right, time to talk about the Hayate. This particular Hayate is very, very fun. When you play the Climax, the level 3 Hayate and Freya, this card basically, at the beginning of your Climax phase, lets you pay a cost to be able to, instead of 1, you get to pick 2 effects. So, just the easiest way to state that for that wall of text right there. But you can't have 2 copies of him on the field. You can only have the 1 copy of him on the field. But being able to double up on any of these powerful effects is very, very nice. So he's very, very relevant when it comes to that. His other 2 effects are he's a level assist, as well as when your Climax with a choice trigger triggers, you can pay 1 to draw 1 card, basically letting you pay out that choice trigger immediately afterwards. So very nice there. Moving on, what do we have here? Don't know this one. Rose Noble Machina. 1045, placed on stage from hand. If you have another music, it's 2K. Okay. During the turn this is placed on stage from hand, when the battle opponent becomes reversed, pay 1, rest one of your other standing music or pilot characters. Search your deck for a music or pilot added to hand. It's like the Ranga from Slime. Okay, cool. Just red Ranga. Very nice, very nice. And this is the other Climax combo. I do like this. Super Dimension Witch Freya. She's just so cute. So 104K. During your turn, she gains 2K. So she'll be a 6. And she combos with the salvage, so she'll be a 7. When Uncertain Cosmic Movement is in your Climax area on attack, you can... And you have 2 or more other music or pilot characters. Choose one of the following abilities. Look at up to 4 from the top of your deck. Choose a music or pilot amongst them, add to hand. Or salvage back a level 2 or higher music or pilot character from your waiting room. So if you specifically want to grab any of your level 2 or higher lineup, you just freely grab that instead of having to mill, which is very nice. Okay, I actually do like her. I do like that effect. I'm gonna have to just build this deck on the simulator. Oh, okay, so instead of the... You don't run it. Instead of the Reyna that does like the mill your entire fucking deck Brainstorm, we have this level 1 Brainstorm. 104K. Let's see. Pay 1, rest this, mill 4. For each Climax, you get to salvage a character. Or pay 1, rest 2, mill 4. Burn for however many Climaxes you mill. Okay, I love burn Brainstormers. That's really cool. Okay. 1 copy of Music is Euphoria Yami Kaname, which Kaname is probably my favorite. Out of all the... I was supposed to say the Symphogear girls. Out of all of the Macross idol girls. It's between like her and Freya. Freya's just too damn cute, man. We have place on stage from hand if you have another music. Put the top 2 of your deck into waiting room. If there's a Climax amongst those, choose one of level 2 or lower character in your opponent's center stage and put it into their memory. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because this was crazy, because then during this card's battle, when damage you receive is canceled, you could bounce her back to hand. You could possibly just keep memory blipping your opponent's cards if they're level 2 or lower character. I might have said level 2 or higher, my bad. Oh, she also has plus 2 soul. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this was interesting. I know there was like another level 1 or something that had 2 soul. Just saying. Does matter. Kind of have to state it. Let's see. Oh, another Brainstorm. 0/0 Apple Loving New Face Freya. Beginning of your Climax phase, you can look at the top card of your deck, put it back in its original place. Pay 1, rest this, mill 4. For each Climax, look at up to 3 Add 1 to hand, the rest go to waiting room. Okay, very nice. Always good to have multiple brainstormers and have different options. 0035, all of your opponent's characters get a reduced encore, so she's oversized and has that. And she's a drop search. Pay 1, pitch 1, search your deck. Yeah. Just making certain I've read it correctly. All right. Then 2 copies of Music is Love, Reina. 002K. When your climax is placed in your climax area, pay 1, look it up to 4, choose a music or pilot, add to hand. Okay. When your climax is placed in your climax area, you can return this to hand. If you do choose one of your characters, that character gets +1 level and 1500 power till end of turn, which is interesting. So you do have, like, if you do the board nuke, you could still like bounce this back to hand or whatnot. Okay. Here we go. So I was like, I lost my place there. Music is Mystery Mikumo, says 0015. During your turn, this gets 1,000. Okay. Oh, this is the really good Ricky. This is a really good card. Place on stage from hand, pay 1, put a music or pilot from your waiting room to the bottom of your clock, search your deck for a level 1 or lower character. So basically do this to try to grab your Freya level 1 combo and everything. Set up for that. 3 copies of that, very, very understood. Music is Hope Machina, is a 001K. Place on stage from hand, discard a card. Oh, okay, it's the top check thing. You reveal the top of your deck, reveal the top card of your deck, and salvage back character equal to that level or lower that you revealed. Okay. 2 copies of Give It All We've Got Mikumo. Oh, she's a climax swapper. Okay, cool. Always good. Especially in this deck, you gotta have like very understandable. Also, not just have 1, but to have 2 climax swappers in any Macross deck like this. Very, very understandable. Super Dimension Venus Valkyrie Freya 002K. If your stock has 2 or less, this gets 15 power. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you can just run her in front of a character, in front of another character. Just very nice. Got you. 2 copies of Scarlet Noble Freya 002K. When this is placed on stage from hand, pay 1, pitch 1 to salvage back a music or pilot. Give another music or pilot 1,000. Auto. Oh, when your other music character gets frontaled, you can pay 1, sack this to return that to hand. Very nice for being able to save your level 1 combo and just keep using them over and over. 2 copies of Super Dimension Witch Kaname, 1,000 power. Yeah, she's definitely my favorite. Put into your waiting room from the stage. Look it up to 3. Add a climax amongst those to your hand, and then discard 1. Okay. So just try to filter to get to your climax combos and stuff. Very nice. So the event that he does run is this one. Until the day our voices are silenced. A 2/0 yellow event. If you don't have a music or pilot, this can't be played from hand. Choose one of the following effects and perform it. Search your deck for a music or pilot, add it to hand. Or choose one of your characters. It gets 3,000 power till end of turn and put this card into your stock. So make something super fucking big and then send it to stock, and you got a little bit extra stock for some shenanigans. And then we have 3 copies of Alive Song of Prayer, just 3 different ones. 3 copies of Uncertain Cosmic Movement, which 2 different ones. And 2 copies of the +2 Soul Diva in Abyss. So that is going to be it for us today. A little bit shorter on the Community Fridays here, but like I said, I just wanted to showcase this really quickly. I really like Macross, like, as a set. It's just, it sucks how expensive some of the stuff gets for the premium booster. It's come down a lot, but still. Regardless, like I said, I saw this effect and I'm like, oh, we are talking about this today. So big thank you once again to Joker for sharing this and always cooking up some fun stuff for Community Fridays. If you also want to share your own decks and everything for Community Fridays or anything of that nature, feel free to join the Discord. There will be a link in the description, and in the Discord there are 2 different channels. There's a Decklist Submissions channel and a Community Fridays channel. Either one, feel free to drop whatever decks you want in there, and if I like it enough, I will absolutely, talk about it and take a look and see what we got and what we are cooking in the kitchen today. If you do, it'd be greatly appreciated. If not, hey, it's cool. Thank you for stopping by to check out the video. Thank you once again to Joker for always cooking up some very fine dishes with some very fine ladies, and we will see y'all on the flip side. Stay based.